I'm muted. Ha ha ha! I love it. Hi, everybody. This is Christine Bertram. I'm coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And I caught myself all by myself. I don't know what it is, but I have ever since done that Regal Winter class back in December, I have been not catching the whole muting thing. So, but we're good. We're good. I see it all. No sound. No sound. We're good. We're all good. All good. I love it. I caught it when I went up there. So, oh man, I will try not to do that. But if I do, I'm human, right? So, hi, Julie Bontringer. Hi, Sherry Ott. Hi, Debbie Gass, Mary Carls. Hi, Jamie Kirkpatrick and Jeannie Gertis. Jamie Kirkpatrick, you've emailed me about the PDF for the escape. I have every intention of putting that PDF into the Inspiration Hive. I just have not done it yet, okay? So I need to go grab the collage and then add it. So I do plan to put it in the Inspiration Hive. I've always been putting the escapes, just the PDF in the Inspiration Hive. I'm not gonna put the presentation PDF in the Inspiration Hive because that really would go for the escape, and I don't put anything else from the escape in the Inspiration Hub. I will put the tutorial though. So there you go. It's coming. All right. So hang tight. Hi, Jeannie Gertis. Hi, Pat Smothers. Hello, Linda Krause. And there's Pat Settle. Hi, Barbara Tyler and Laura Sullivan. Laura, you sent me a message about the tutorial for class tonight. So you would have gotten 2 emails. 1, because you signed up for the class, and 2, because you're on the team. So you have 3 email addresses with me now, right? The first one that you never got tutorials, the second one, which you changed to the third one. And I think possibly for you as a customer, me sending the email, maybe I grabbed the wrong one. But then for the team emails, I have the right one. So that's what we need to figure out is I need to go back and check to see what I had from the customer standpoint. But I did see your text, and we'll have to figure it out. But as long as you can get it from the Inspiration Hive, great, right? Anybody who's on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, I give you access to the Inspiration Hive while you're on my team. And so, Laura, you could also get it from there. I did add it to there on Monday. All right. Hi, Irene. Hi, Linda Scott. And there's Kelly and Gail Stefan. Hi, Doris from Warmer, Iowa. Yay. We had a warmer day today, too. I think tomorrow we're supposed to hit a record high of 50-something. So that's exciting. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Susan Bellamy. Hi, Jean Shute. Hi, Sarah Mitchell and Rita. And there's Barbara Rudolph. Hi, Julie. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Donna. And yeah, Jean said they hit 46 degrees. A heat wave compared to last week. I know we missed the -5 here in Fond du Lac. Hi, Cheryl. And there's Connie. Hi, Feline. Hi, Susan. And there's Judy Sharp. Pretty cards for tonight. Yay. They are very red and pink. Awesome. You guys, no sound, no sound, no sound, no sound. I love it. You guys are all over that. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Lynn Beasley. Hi, Nedra. And who else do we have here? Hi, Angelique. I just hung up. Yay. I love it. Hi, Susan Wormley. And there's Faye. Hi, Susan Ray Hendricks. Hi, Rosie. There's Nancy. Hi, Vanessa Ritter. And Karen Weston. Hi, Bridget Rowe. Yay, the gang's all here. I love it. So we have the Hearts of Elegance class tonight, and we'll be making 4 beautiful cards that could be used for other things other than Valentine's Day as well. They could be used for, I thought I heard a cat over there. I was going to turn the camera, but I don't see him anymore. You could use these cards for anniversary. You could use them for birthday, especially if you have any birthdays in February around Valentine's Day. My aunt's birthday that I just visited in Florida, her birthday is February 14th. And so you could always piggyback a Valentine's Day card with a birthday card. So Laura asked about Florida. So I got back yesterday from Florida, and it was around noon or 11:30 that we got back. And we did have the showcase yesterday, and it will be only a 3-hour drive to Indiana. Oh, very good. Oh, that reminds me. I need to send my team the email from Shannon West about the Hobart, Indiana thing. So, Barbara Gabi, I just sent you an email. Check your email, okay? I didn't text you, I emailed you, so check your email. Hi, Deb Norman. So, yeah, so cards could be used for Valentine's Day, thinking of you, birthday. Again, if you had somebody whose birthday is in February, you could double dip. Florida was good. I talked about that a lot in my showcase video yesterday. You guys, the showcase video, I chatted for a bunch in the front end and got you guys caught up on a bunch of things. And then we went over everything for February, and then we went over past classes. So if you haven't caught the showcase, please catch it when you have a minute. I do need to share it to the VIP group, and I'll share it to my other groups. I reached out. You guys did an amazing job. All I can say is kudos to anybody who sent an email to cbcenroll@gmail.com. Krista said when she went to bed, there were 7 emails that had come in, but when she got up by the morning, she had 30. So, and I said to her, so now you guys know how, like, you could get 37 emails in a matter of less than 12 hours. It gets to be overwhelming. On top, in a good way. You guys never think of, like, sending an email to me or anybody is to like Carissa is a bad thing, right? It just can get to be a lot, and then you know how they build up, right? So it's good. You guys are amazing that you already are sending an email to the cbcenroll@gmail.com. Again, that's just for class signups outside of my Squarespace website and outside of ordering. And so it would be anybody that wants to enroll in a class and have reduced shipping or having reduced fees because you don't want to necessarily use your credit card and be charged that on my website. Or if you want to have multiple classes shipping at the same time, then we can tell you an exact amount to send. And we used to, if you guys, anybody watched me way back in the beginning, that first year or two, it was so hard to keep track of everything. And you guys might remember I would put dollar bills back in your packages because it was too hard for me to figure it all out on the front end because I didn't have as good of a system. And now on the back end, we don't have to do that because we're able to calculate it on the front end. And so what would happen is if somebody would sign up for multiple classes, we used to ship classes weekly, right? That's what it was. I was organized. I just couldn't work that far ahead. And I think in the last year and a half, we started to be able to work ahead, and we started to kit everything in the same week, and then we started shipping everything in the same week. We used to ship weekly on Fridays. We would do a class a week. And it got to be a lot that we would be kitting every week, shipping every week, and it just was it was a lot. So what would happen though is gradually, little by little, we started kitting up 2 classes in a week. And I didn't ever know that we were going to do that. So when we would ship 2 classes at once, I felt bad keeping the money, guys. I did. I felt guilty keeping the extra money because you guys are saving the shipping. I mean, technically we worked ahead, so we should have, my mom's like, you have people that are helping you. My mom was trying to say, no, you don't need to put $2 in everybody's kit to go back to them. But I'm like, Mom, I do. And so we would put $2 or $3 back in kits, right? And so you guys, back in those days, Sandy Wicklander was taking every single class. And she said when she would open up the package, her husband would take the, I think she said this, if I remember correctly, it's been 2 or 3 years. Her husband would take it and then they'd put it into a jar or they would save it or he would get it. I don't know what it was, but we've come a long way from putting singles and $3 back in people's kits. And I don't know who remembers that I did that. That was back in the year 2020 and 2021 probably. Oh, Ann Ballinger said she remembers the dollars back in the mail. It was like Christmas, right? Not only are you getting 2 card kits or 2 classes from me, but you were getting singles. And I was putting 3. And then my mom, I'd have to keep $20 worth of singles in here. And if I were to run on a singles, I'd be raiding my mom's wallet and I'd be giving my mom a 5 for 5 singles. And she started bringing singles with her. And it was it was a hot mess, you guys, of just because of that. But anyways, all good. Hi, Penny Powell. Oh, when are you shipping in February? Oh my gosh, that is a fabulous question. I love that question. So can I answer that for you, Jeannie? Look at this. Look at this. Oh man, you guys, there's a document. Right here is a document. If you have not found this on my website yet, I challenge you to go get it. It is under cardsbychrisb.com. And you guys that are already on the boat with this, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. For those that are not on the boat, I want you to get on the boat so you can be amazing. Not that you're not amazing, but you can be more amazing. Under resources, it's called the 2025 calendar. When you click on it, it takes you to a PDF that you can print. You can print it in color. It's boom, look at that, 12 pages of amazingness. This is what it looks like. Hi, Holly. Holly. So I was looking to see if I got to see if I found your check. I don't know if I found your check. So we'll have to look into that. So I was just thinking about you today. But this is what it prints out. And I had a friend, Bonnie, took it to print it at the library. And then she took it and had it spiral bound for me. But you guys, I got savvy. And I put on here the date that we plan to mail kits. So mail February classes is going to be the 11th. That is the plan. If for any reason we don't get it all done that day, it will carry over to the 12th or the 13th. But this is the ultimate goal for the push. We plan to do a lot of kitting this week. So if you're wondering, I have that out here all the time. So if we go to March, we're going to be a little bit earlier in March. Our goal is to ship them on the 6th. You guys, I went through my calendar and I put this in here. It's always bolded and it's always dark black. May classes. So if you print this calendar, you can see when we plan to ship by. If you know when we plan to ship by, it would be the most ultimately amazingly phenomenal thing if you could at least tell us on the front end by like 3 days, 2 days in advance what classes you would like to take. So back up 3 or 4 days because it takes us time to answer emails. But if you get so we always do the showcase in the month before the month of the classes, right? So we just did the showcase yesterday, the 28th for February. So you would have basically from February 28th to, let's say, the 7th to be safe to sign up for classes. If you're okay with it mailing on the 11th, right? That gives us time. So if you guys work backwards too and let us know what classes you want by here, then I can almost guarantee you get your classes mailed on this day. If you don't let me know till the night of the 10th or the 11th, then most likely your stuff will not mail until probably the next week because it does take a little bit. I realized that while I was in Florida, I was telling everybody, oh yeah, I'll be able to ship. So people signed up for stuff while I was in Florida. So between Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And in my head, I thought, oh, I'll get home on Tuesday and I can ship some stuff out on Wednesday. Well, that's hard to do when you get back and you have a million things to do. And I had an appointment and then we had a Zoom conference call with those going to Raleigh at 11 and then I had class at 1 and then I came back and I've been working at emails trying to get things buttoned up and I didn't have a chance to pull anything of what I promised people I would ship to them today. And I'm putting that out there because I know some of you, I had said that I would ship stuff today and now it's going to probably be tomorrow. My mom is coming in tomorrow to help kit Memories and More tomorrow. So probably in the afternoon we will do a little bit of shipping and get some stuff out of here. I think there's about 10 packages that I need to get out for people that signed up for stuff over the last week. So, hi Karen Green, good morning from Australia. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, all of the above, right? So the earlier you guys let us know what classes you want to take, the easier it is for us to make sure we ship you the classes on a timely manner. And if you guys are in no hurry, it's all good, right? As long as you're patient with me, I'm patient with you, and all is good, right? Life goes on. Oblidi, oblada. So, yeah, so Jeannie, I was really excited that you asked me that question because I am sure other people wonder too when we plan to ship things. And it always depends on outside circumstances. Things might change it. But generally, you guys, I tried to map out for the whole year when our shipping date's going to be. So, cool. Hi, Elaine. Good to have me back. Yay. Hope your trip was pleasant. It was pleasant. It was a working vacation. I would have to say it was definitely a working vacation. I got a lot of things done with stamping related, and I got to go out with my mom and my aunt and uncle. We went to see sunset. We went to the Venice Arts and Craft Festival. We shopped downtown Venice, all the little stores that are in the main area. And I got to meet with my Be Happy Stampers on Saturday for the whole day, basically. And then we went for dinner afterwards. And I don't know, it was good to get away. And I could really focus on stuff. And my mom and my aunt and my uncle, they were all in bed by 10 o'clock. And I would sit there and I would watch a romantic comedy. No, it wasn't even a comedy. It was just a romance movie where the girl gets the guy and the guy gets the girl. Yes, it was a Hallmark. They have the Hallmark channel. So I was able to watch these two lovey-dovey romance movies while I was working. And Kelly and I worked on the PDF. Not the PDF. Yes, it is a PDF. But the shopping guide. We were able to work on that every night, basically, except for Saturday. We took Saturday night off. And yeah, so we got that pretty much good. It all works out. It does. Doris knows this. Doris knows it always works out. Everything has a way of working itself out, right? So I did send the check. Sorry for the delay. Oh, okay. So good. You know what? Now that I think about it, Holly and Barbara, I think that I have to have a pile of mail somewhere that is sitting in the house, because the mail that I went through today was only like 4 pieces, and that seemed odd with being gone for that long. So I have to see if there's another pile of mail somewhere in the house that was being brought in that I didn't get to. So yes. All right, good. Good to know that you sent it, and I will keep looking for it. Hi, Kate Weir. Okay, the other thing too, you guys, in case you didn't know it, I have these 2 files out here that are in that same spot, the resources of my cardsbycrispy.com. We are right now doing the suite class. It's called Hearts of Elegance, and then next month is the Floral Delight. And I just want to pop those cards into your peripheral in case you didn't see these yet. I showed them off during the showcase yesterday. And so this is the one for the Delightful Floral. So this is this class series next month. And so you might recognize that one from the Escape. And then these 2. So this is going to be the suite class for next month. And this one's free with an order, or you can pay for it, just like the suite class always is. It is probably in transit. Okay. And then, you guys, the other thing that I like to point out on here, this is my overview document. This one is underneath the suite bundle. So it's over here on the side. And whenever there's a beehive on the right-hand side, that denotes when the class is offered free with an order, free with a minimum purchase with the host code. The host code is still going until April 15th. And after April 15th, that will go away. And after that, we will have a different plan, which is just to make sure I'm listed as your demonstrator for the order. So just noting that whenever you place an order, you can pick a class. This doesn't have the name of the class per se, like it doesn't have Hearts of Elegance, but you could refer back to here, Suite Bundle class, and then you know the names of them. So these are just some extra files, the paperwork, you guys. For those that are relatively new to me, these 3 things are very key. And they're the first 3 things that are in the resources tab at the top of the website. So in case you guys are newer, they're those first 3 right there. Okay, so good stuff there. I do want to show you real quick, as long as I have this here, we are going to be doing Hearts of Elegance, and I have my DSP sampler here. The DSP sampler is a tool that I create with every new catalog. It includes, going forward, the online exclusives are going to get, and the scrapbooking brochures are going to get tied into it. But for last year, because this Marbled Elegance came out in November of 2024 as an online exclusive. So this made it into the online exclusives sampler, right? So, but this is what the paper looks like. I do have, in case anybody's looking for the spring sampler, I have about 25 left of this DSP sampler, especially for those that are new to me. You might not know I do this. You would get a packet that looks like this, and it has all the pieces that you get to glue them down. And it's a great little reference tool if you like to share the paper with friends and family or customers. It's a great tool. And this has the sale-a-bration in it as well. But going back to this, we are going to be working with the Marbled Elegance today. And that's what this looks like. So it's very swirly, washy. Gold foil is a complementary color to this. Pinks, a little poppy parade, and then the cherry cobbler. All right, so that's that. I do want to do roll call before I forget. I like to give a shout out and a thank you to everybody who registered to take this class with me. Registered by getting kits. This one was either free with a $60 order, or you could buy it for $22 plus shipping. And if I don't call your name, don't take offense to it. I would say that going forward now with Carissa's help, with 2 of us managing the registrations, I shouldn't be missing names at all. But I still like to call the names off to thank you for your support for my small business by taking the class with me via an order or paying for it. If I do happen to miss your name, though, do not hesitate to reach out to me right away and say, hey, I think you missed my name. What happened? And I'll be like, oh, let's go look at that. Let's figure it out. And that happened with Trisha Fagley for the January monthly class. I had her for every other class, but I missed her name and we were able to get her kits mailed out to her, and life is good and everything works itself out, right? I have maybe 15 left of this class, so there's plenty available yet in case you're watching this tonight or tomorrow or a week from now or 3 months from now or probably even 6 months from now. I bet you any money I'll have this class left available for kits. And the biggest way to know, or the best way to know, if I have this class available in a kitted form, meaning you want the kits, is to go to that resources tab. Underneath where those links are, scroll down to this bottom area, and this is where I have the past available classes. If it's listed here, it's 99% guaranteed it's here. The only way it might not be is if somebody just took my last one and I haven't had a chance to update it. But when you come down here, there's 4 5-card classes, and you can see here I have Hearts of Elegance, and it's here. So it takes you in to see it. And if you see it here, that means I should have kits. I have a tutorial store as well, where I sell the PDF tutorials. Not everybody wants the kitted classes from me. Sometimes people like to get the tutorial and then make their own cards at home using my tutorial. So that is another area of my website called it's in my online store, and it's for shopping. It's under the shopping link, and you can buy the tutorials. So like if you're watching this right now and you would rather have, it's under shop, online classes tutorial. If you'd rather just purchase the tutorial, it's out here under Hearts of Elegance, and it's $11 if you pay for it via my website. If anybody would like to get it outside of my website, you can save $1 and it would be $10, and you could send money via PayPal, friends and family, Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, all those other ways, or sending a check in the mail is perfectly fine too. So just a little bit of all that information in case you guys are new. I do want to do roll call. I have 69 people that are doing this with an online version. And if I missed you, you can shout it out on here if you want. And if you don't like to shout it out, you don't have to either. But thank you again for everybody who took this class with me. The first one on my list is Miss Kathy King. And Kathy, your kits have not shipped yet because we determined while I was in Florida that I'm going to mail them to your new address. And I have it on my back counter, and so they're not lost in the mail. They're still sitting perfectly safe on my back counter, and I will plan to get them in the mail in the next day or two. All right, then we have, Doris said the DSP sampler is an amazing reference tool. Yay. Okay, I agree with you. And next on my list is Doris Munson. Yay. Donna Grushke, Karen Stagg, Mary Lemke, Sarah Merchant, Barbara Rudolph, Mary Carls, Linda Scott, Sherry Everett, Patricia Settle, Frances Rodriguez, Jeannie Parker, Kelly Gibson, Sue S. Worthy. And now I have to say that I believe that this is the first time I'm really saying Kelly's and Sue's name out loud for a class. And if it's not their first class, it's just their second class. So welcome to the newbies taking classes. Yay. We hope you have an enjoyable and fun time. Leslie McMinn, Trisha Fagley, Karen Woods, Nedra Dover, Kathleen Ketterman, Ruth Nicholson, Faye Godby, Susan Bellamy, Angelique McClendon, Deb Norman, Angela Knutson, Sandy Coy Emery, Phyllis Oderman, Patty Wright, Debbie Ebersbacher, Julie Bontranger, Susie Fentlater, Dorel Hoffaker, Annette Rollin, Feline Mays, Laura Sullivan, Cheryl Bow, Pat Smothers, Lynn Beasley, Holly Peplow, Barbara Tyler. Hi, Rose Coleman. Christina Bernards, Rita Ebiscotti, and this is one of Rita's first classes as well, so welcome to Rita. Bridget Rowe, Sheila Roberts, Jana Lenark. And Jana invited 2 of her friends to take this class with her, and we mailed all of their kits together to Jana. So in addition to Jana, we have Mary and Mary Lou, and this is all of their first class with me. So I hope you girls have a great time with this class. Rose Garibaldi, Julie Damaris. And Julie, this is the first time I believe I'm saying your name out loud too, so welcome aboard. Hi, Nicole Herrick, Joanne Naples, Irene Coots, Gwen Petrashek, Carmen Sanders, Kay Weir, Wanda Zerman, Julie Block, Vera Anderson, Elizabeth Hutto, Debbie Stone, Susan Ray Hendricks, Angie Cruz, Debbie Brown, Mary Novak, Patty Randolph, Jeannie Gertis, and the last but certainly not least on my list is Miss Becky Gandolfo from Livonia, Michigan. Whoa! Okay, so that's 69 lovely names. I have 86 spots plus one, so that means I have about 20 left if I have to guess. And you're all welcome to take this class if you live in the United States with me because I can mail your kits. But if you are in Canada, you are in luck because Rose Coleman kits this class up in Canada, and Gail Stefan takes this class, I know, regularly. I don't know if Rose, if you send to me your list of class, so Rose is watching, you guys, in case you are in Canada and would like some information. Rose is watching right now. Rose, I do not remember if I do not see class list from you. If there's anybody besides Gail Stefan that's doing the class, you can just send me a quick note and I will definitely do a shout out for them. Rose and I collaborate on 2 classes a month. One is the Technique Club class that Rose teaches on her YouTube channel, and then the Sweet class that I do that I offer on my YouTube channel. And if you're in Canada, Rose would send you kits, or you could attend in person with her to her classes. She doesn't do the Sweet class per se in person, but she does her Technique Club class in person. But if you would like kits for this specific class, the Hearts of Elegance class, you can get those through Rose in Canada. So fun. So we enjoy working together. We always love chatting and going over game plans and strategizing. And then we get to see each other a couple times a year when we attend on stage and backstage. And so fun stuff. So if you are in either the US or Canada, please reach out. Now, for anybody in the US or the entire world for that matter, you are all welcome to purchase my PDF tutorials in my online store. There are no boundary lines for purchasing tutorials because they are payment through my website, and then they are sent electronically. So if you are anywhere, I get lots of people from Australia and Canada purchasing my tutorials, which is pretty amazing that they go all over the place. Oh, Rose, you're the best. I didn't send you my list, but I have Gail Stefan, and you have 9 kits left. Okay, so did you see that, you guys? So if you are in Canada, Rose is rocking and rolling. She's ready to mail out some kits. So, and then Rose, if you want to confirm, I'm not sure if you decided yes or no if you're going to do it or not, but I'm not sure if you're going to feature this bundle in any of your upcoming Facebook videos that you do on a daily basis. If you want to tell people that, you can. Are you going to send out the PDF for tomorrow night? Yes, absolutely, Mary Carls. I just got it back from Karen Wetstein. She proofread it this afternoon. This morning, Jolene got it out to us. And as I meant to do it before this class started, but that doesn't always happen. So I will do it when I get back at my computer. It'll happen between getting done with this class and going to bed, right? So no guarantees if it's going to be today or tomorrow morning, because it could be after midnight and before I go to bed, right? So yeah, definitely when you wake up, Mary Carls, in the morning, there will be a PDF tutorial for ink, paper, scissors in your inbox, okay? Feline says she loves the Technique Club class every month. Yeah, it's so cool. So Rose does a great job teaching the Technique Club class and coming up with the different techniques she wants to feature. And she develops I call it the binder insert is what it is. So there's a binder where if you do this class every month, the Technique Club class, I'll just show it to you guys. It's so cool. Especially if you're newer, you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Da, 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 da. No, let me just show you guys. I started this binder, and it was January of 2023 when Rose and I started working together on classes. So that's 2 years. Happy anniversary, yay to us. So it's super cool. So Rose comes up with the verbiage for the binder insert, and then as you get 3 card kits, and then you start to collect the different techniques. I'm missing one because I have to make up for it. It's this one. I still have to do it. I didn't make enough for myself. So I gotta still go back and do that. But look at this. So cool. So if you've been doing the Technique Club class with me from the very beginning of time, this is all the way up to January of 2025. You start to get this whole binder of techniques, and we don't supply the binder here, and I don't supply a binder, and I don't supply the page inserts, but it ends up being this cool little binder, and it's 4x6, so it's your normal photograph sizes, but it's awesome. Awesome saucy. All right. Rose rocks. She sure does. All right. Does anyone know what February paper pumpkin is yet? So yes, Laura, did you look on my website? I believe if you go to my events calendar, this is how you guys can know. So you might not have a cover photo, but if you go to Paper Pumpkin, right here, in my schedule, Paper Pumpkin in February, it is on February 27th. Okay, so this is playing a little bit of detective work, but if you go to this document, it tells you the date of when the class is. Okay, so that's the first step. And then you would go to the events calendar, February 27th, and it might not have the cover photo yet, or it might. I don't know. Let's find out. If you click on February 27th, oh my goodness, it's there. Excuse me, I got a frog. So it says it is called Hello Spring, and you can subscribe between the 11th of January and February 10th. And look at this fabulous stuff. It makes 9 cards, three each of 3 designs, pre-cut pieces with bronze foil, unique spring-themed envelopes, and it coordinates with those colors. So yes, that's what we have for you. So that's it, you guys. And if you're wondering about March, I believe that we have the information out there for March. And so you would need to go to the, I'm just guessing here, it's not that day. So if you look for March, I bet it's the 27th. You could already know ahead for March because I think we're on our A game. Look at that. Daisy Daydream is for March. And we already have all the verbiages in here of what it's all about. So yes. Yay! Yeah, Angelique's like, yep, it's in there. So you guys, Angelique has been helping me with the back-end website stuff. She is the one that put all the verbiage in there, and as soon as the cover photos were created, Angelique's been putting them in there. So she's like, yep, updated the cover. I love it. So good. It coordinates with the Grow with Love bundle. So thanks for that add-on, Sherry Stewart. That's good to know. Good question. But you guys, that's it. I love to teach you where to find things because if you get familiar with that there's stuff out, like, I don't know how to say that. If you get familiar with how to find things, not that I don't want to talk to you or answer questions, but it helps me to answer other questions that others have too, right? So if I teach you, then you can always say, hey, how's it going today? That kind of a question. Then I can be like, yeah, everything's good. You know what I mean? Whatever. So you guys kind of get what I mean. But I like to teach, you know the saying, teach a man to fish and he'll fish forever. So I like to teach you girls how to fish. And hopefully, well, let's say, I will teach you how to stamp and you can stamp forever, right? So, all right. We have here, all right, the Hearts Suite. So let's talk about this because, oh man, there's not really, let's go if I have it here. This is not in a catalog. This online exclusive is not in a catalog, right? But it will be in our document here. I'm going to see if I can find it really quick. Oh, here it is. So we are making, if you guys have been watching me for a little while, we're making the Beekeeper's Guide. And the Beekeeper's Guide is going to be a phenomenal resource tool that we're providing to my team and customers. And in here, we have all of the suites. And so this suite we're featuring tonight is called Marbled Elegance. And it is in here right here. Boom. So here's a picture of it. This is what you'd also find if you look for this in the online store. And so if you get the whole suite, it comes with the bundle, the bags, which are small and big. It has dies in the bundle, okay? And then it has this gold twisty thread, and it has the hearts that are in the shape, they're like sequins that are flat hearts, right? And on the side here, which is super cool, we've added all the verbiage of what's in here. So if you want to order the suite, here. But let's say something from the suite is not available. It's not going to let you order the suite. Kelly and I went through and we manually added all of the item numbers for all the unique items. So you could still go through and order what is available in the suite. And when the last thing comes in and is back in stock, you could always go order that then. So it has a bundle. It has stamps. It has dies. The designer series papers specialty and perfect. And then the gift bags are here. And it also has some of the colors that are coordinating with it. So this document is going to be a good handy little tool, especially for things like tonight we're working on that are online exclusives only, right? So I'll be able to refer to this. You guys, I probably will never open up a catalog unless I'm looking for inspiration. I'll be using that document, you guys, to show you that. So cool. All right. So that's where you can find it. It is an online exclusive only, meaning that you can only see it in the online store until my tool becomes available, my guide becomes available. Then you guys will be able to look at it in there. So, all right. Hope that helps. So we talked about the designer paper. We used the gold twisty thread in one of the cards. We also used the hearts in one of the cards. So let's go to the envelopes here really quick. So Where do I have my card kits? Right here they are. All right, just a reminder. Oh my goodness, you and Kelly have been busy. Yeah, way busy. So between the two of us, we've spent 40 hours on this in the last 3 weeks. Hi, Suzanne Deppis. I can definitely say it was a labor of love times 100.5. Okay, so all right, this thing is not sticky, so I just want to move that over just a hair there. All right, so you guys, for the class tonight, here's your golden ticket. It says Hearts of Elegance class. Today's date is the 29th. And if you're not going to make these cards right away, always keep this ticket with the cards. One of the things that you might not know either is if you go to my events calendar for today and you click on it and you go to right underneath the cover photo, I always, sooner or later, usually right away, I put you can catch the replay of this class on YouTube by clicking here. And when you click on it, it takes you right into here. Okay, so if you don't like to look on the YouTube for things, if you have this date, you can go back to my events calendar, find it, click on the YouTube. This will also help you find the PDF tutorial in your inbox. It's called Hearts of Elegance. So if you're not finding the tutorial, always check Hearts of Elegance and then reach out to me. And Deanne Dawn finally got to YouTube, fixed it. You were restricted mode for some reason. Okay, well, I'm glad you're back. She's back. All right, so that's a little note on the golden ticket. We only need 2 colors tonight. So Real Red and Melon Mambo number 5. I did this class in person last week, Wednesday, and I also did it in person on the Saturday already, I think the 18th. So we've already gone through. There aren't a lot of things that we used from the bundle, actually. We've got the Sending Lots of Hugs. We have a heart. If I only had a heart. And then Happy Valentine's Day and Be Mine. So that's all of that comes from here. The dies are what I love, the dies so much. There's lots of hearts, different size hearts going on, right? And then we've got some focal images that have dies as well. And so these dies primarily got all used, except for we didn't really use the flower and the leaves, but they're pretty. If you have a need for something with flowers and leaves, that would work out good. All the kits are white, right? So they're white envelopes. I will say that one kit in specific. Okay, so when you guys, you had your golden ticket at the top here, right? So if you flip the cards over 180 degrees, flip them over, pull out this one. It should be a white envelope, and it should be a red piece with a heart cut out of it. That's where you're going to find your strip of gems. So we gave everybody, we just cut a strip for everybody. It was easier than 2 hearts in this one, 3 hearts in that one. So you have more than what you need because there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There's 15 and there's only 4 cards. So you have 3 extra. You can figure out where to put them. Now, I don't know, Rose, you probably did not kit up yours like that specifically. So if you're in Canada, you might have your hearts in each card. So as long as we have this one open, let's work on this one first. And that means I actually need to have the cards with me to show you what we're making. Well, you know what? I might as well show this to you guys. As long as I have this here. Kelly did the paper pumpkin class last week, and I have maybe 3 or 4 pumpkins left. The pumpkin kind of coordinates with what we're using tonight. This pumpkin is called Hearts for You, and so there were 3 different cards, and then she did an alternative, and she used, I think, the envelope flap for it. And so just so you know, in case you guys missed out on the January paper pumpkin, I do have some available. It would help you get some more of your Valentine's Day cards. I'm buying myself time trying to figure out where my cards are. Hang on one moment, please. One moment, guys. I'm trying to find where my sample cards are. Interesting. You know, I had them all yesterday. Where? Oh, here, I got them. Ha! I found them. I had them all sitting from the showcase yesterday in a pile. If you remember, I put them in a clear tote thing. All right, hi, Melanie Foy. She did a fabulous job on the paper pumpkin. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Very, very happy to hear that. All right. Okay, we're going to start with this one. This card is the first one. And I will put a little disclaimer out there, you guys. the gold paper that Stampin' Up! Has been providing to me and us is not up to snuff. It does have some of that flaking going on depending on the die cut. So this is why I got this heart right here. So you can see on the edge here, this white section here flaked off. Now, we did our best to not give anybody anything that we saw at the moment flaking. Not to say that it didn't flake when it got put in transportation or when it showed up at your door, that it got rubbed a little bit. My advice is, if you have this happen to your kit specifically, I hate to go tell you guys to go buy things, but in class, people had gold pens. And if you take a gold pen, you can touch this up. Now, they were saying you could go to the dollar store, or you could go to a crafting store, or even to the Amazon and go find a gold pen. If you take a gold pen and color it in, it will make it like it blends in very nicely. Okay, so that's why they gave me this, so I could talk about that. We ended up with 21 hearts that we couldn't use because they all flaked like that. They're all sitting upstairs. We're going to cut other things out of them. There's something that has been happening with, what in my eyes, the heating up process of the foil with the white paper, that it's not baked into the white. And the dies that have ridges around them where there's that little bit of space on the side, those are the ones that we're noticing are having problems for me. So I know Sherry Stewart, you mentioned it as well, that it was happening to yours too. So in this one, you can see we have a heart. If I only had a heart, got cut out of here. And we cut that out before we embossed this with the Swirls embossing folder. And that's perfect because when you come over here to put your designer paper on here, it will get covered up. I will say that this designer paper is a 12 by 12 and it's all Swirly Jane. And some of you might have more white. Some of you might have more red. Some of you might have more gold. It was the luck of the draw of what pattern you got. And so just like this is the one I got, but you can see it looks different than this. It actually has more red. This one has a little bit more pink in it, and it still is okay, right? It's got a different look to it, but I think at the end it's what Naughty Nancy would say, it's just paper. So it still will tie in together nicely. So in this one, you have your heart, a little label that is from the Nested Essential Dies, and then we have 3 ribbons. I realized it after the fact. Yes, Mary Carl's has some like that. So you guys, I will tell you that Stampin' Up! Has replaced 4 packs of this gold paper for me. I shouldn't say that. They replaced 2, and then after the 2, I said I didn't want more paper. I want you guys to go through your inventory. So they gave me coupon codes for the value of the other 2 packs. But all in all, I got replacements. So we have white ribbon here for you, which is one of the new ones. This is that 1/2 inch from the online exclusives that launched this January. Then we have the gold thready thread. This is the twisty thread. This is part of this suite, and there's 10 inches here. So there's enough for you to fold it in half, and you're gonna have 2 lines of it. And oh man, this is so funny. I knew they gave me 2 reds. There's only 1 red here. This red is actually retired red ribbon. And it's part of a set that was with burlap or crumb cake, and then this one. And so we had some of this red ribbon left, and we thought it added to it by putting it down here. So when you think you have enough with 2 ribbons, then you think, oh no, we need more. So that's what I have going on here. So there are 3 different ribbons, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna burnish the edge of this one, this white base. It's thick white. Whenever I use a card base that's white or vanilla, I try to use thick white and thick vanilla. I did get a little bit of a stock up of my thick vanilla so that we can still use it. Otherwise, you could do a regular vanilla, but whenever we do a base, I like it to be a little thicker. And for now, what we can do is do a little of assembly. You have to be careful on gluing this. If you put your glue all the way around here and then you set it down, you're gonna end up with glue in your heart. So what I'll do is instead, I'm going to adhere from the top of the mat like this. And then I don't risk getting any through the hole. Now think about your pattern. Look at it before you glue it. I have this big chunk of red right here. And if I put it there, more of it's going to get covered up by the heart. And if I put it here, most of it's going to get covered up too. So just figure out where you want your patterns to go. And then I'm going to set that right into this first mat, like that. And now you're going to have to grab the tear and tape. And normally we have 4 of them. This time we're going to have 6 of them because of the extra ribbon there. So we need 2 down, 2 to go over, and then 2 more to go over. So this is going to go right along the back here. And pick off, it's a waxy paper, you can pick that off. And then we're going to start with the white ribbon. When I put this down, I did not put it right through the middle because you could see half of it underneath and half of it not underneath. And I didn't like the way that looked. So either put it all off to the edge like this, or bring it back here and have it all covered so that you don't have it halfway. Now, if it doesn't matter to you, then don't worry about it. But I'm going to have it so that my white edge is right over the edge of the designer paper, like that. And that's where we have this waiting for us so that we can put these down right away. Now we have a double-decker sandwich though, because we have the gold ribbon to do as well. So now you don't see that designer paper there. And you could cut this in half, or you can just leave it folded, whichever you find is easier. I'm going to grab my 2 tails here, 2 scoops. So I can definitely tell that I have a froggy going on tonight, you guys. You get my frog with me. All right, so you could twist it, you could leave it however you want. I'm going to untwist it, and we're going to bring it right down to here, and I'm going to split it just a wee bit like that, and then bring it on the back side. Grab the tear and tape, and then this one too needs to get split just a little bit. So you don't have to split it. You guys, when you're making your cards, you can make them however you want. It just starts off as a good starting point for you to do them. I am going to pick this off now, and then this will get glued right onto our card base. So grab the liquid glue or your tape runner or your tear and tape or your glue dots. You could pop it up with dimensionals if you really want to zig ah. And if you really want to. Okay, you could put it like this, or you could also do it this way, whichever gets you going. And then it goes right onto the front of your card. Rosie says drink some water. So I will. Okay, I'll drink some water. Hopefully that clears it up. So the purple bottle that I grabbed is actually, I'm tasting it now. I'm like, oh, it's airport water from Tampa. I'm like, it tastes like Tampa water. And so because I never drank it all yesterday, and now I drank from a cup today. All right, so that's what I get. I get Tampa water tonight. All right, then we're going to grab some dimensionals, and we're going to put them behind the gold heart. And we'll get that popped down first. Oh, I felt bad. My mom on the airplane ride down, she did not have any gum, and she ended up getting not like plugged ears, but she ended up getting like sinusy from the plane, and she was a Canadian and draining. So like her sinus got impacted by the flight going up and down. Now, I will say, I just realized with this is why they gave this one to me. This heart actually is going to have part of it covered up because of the red going here. And so I don't even have to take a marker to cover that up because my red heart is going to cover it up. So boom, look at that. Exciting sauce. So we're going to put a couple dimensionals right along the bottom right side or left side. And then on this side, we're going to put a little liquid glue, and it's down. So this peak is here, and this one is going to be down slightly. And if I'm looking at this card, I've got, I don't know, something like that. Perfect. All right, so now we're at a point where we can go ahead and do some stamping finally. So it is real red ink, and I have on here Be Mine. And for those that want to practice first, you could practice on scratch paper or flip it over. The rougher side is the back, and then the rolled side is the front. And if you want to practice, Did that make you feel a little better? I hope so. I still have it, but I think what I need is a honey drop or a thing like that. You guys wouldn't want me chewing on and sucking on a piece of candy while I'm trying to talk. So that's the back side. So you can practice on the back side, and then when you're ready to flip it over, and you don't have to put Be Mine, you could put whatever you want. All right, so there's Be Mine. Perfect. Then we have a heart. Now, because we're stamping on the white, or let's say because the base is white, we're stamping directly onto the card. I was trying to teach the girls in class last week that if you do your stamping before you glue on the top, if you don't like the way you stamp, you could always flip the card inside out, and then the bad becomes the top of the card, and then you're going to cover it up. And so Be Mine, and then we're going to put Happy Valentine's Day on the inside. Be careful. I have this, like, I put my stamp on Kitty Wampus, right? But if you get ink on these corners and then you accidentally hit the card, you might get the red corner action going on. So be careful with that. Cool. That's it for that. So put the red away for the moment. If you like to stamp your envelope, go ahead, get that heart on the envelope. But for the last little bits of ribbon here, we're gonna have a loop, and a tail. So I always do my loops first, and I start with a smaller loop and then a middle loop and then the tail. And underneath, about just left of the middle, we're gonna grab that tail on the tear and tape, make a small loop. And what's happening is I'm going diagonal with it as I go, and then make another loop, and it's a little bit longer, and then I've got a little tail. And put that tear and tape right over the top of it. Grab your ribbon scissors, and you can trim your tail. And then what I did is I popped this up with some dimensionals. So put 4 of those guys on here. And got it right about here. So if you put it up in front of the gold, you'll get to see that ribbon a little bit more. And then for your hearts, you can grab your strip. So there's 3 different sizes. So we put a big one over there, and we put a small one, put it right there. Like that's good. My label is down a little bit lower here, so I was able to put the gem up a little bit higher. And then I'm going to take a medium one and put that over here. Now I do have extra hearts, right? So if I feel inclined, I could put one more there, and I could put one more right there. I think we're okay like that, because we have 15 hearts and you only need really 12 if you have 3 on 4 cards, right? So there you go. We have 1 done. Hello, Margene Eskelson from Wyoming. And what you could do for Stella-ing, you could Stella your designer series paper like that. And you could also, if you are inclined, you could Stella your red heart, just to give it a little bit of glitz, like that. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so elegant. Thanks, Laura. It is. All right, we'll set these guys off to the side, and we could rock and roll to the next card. 1 done. All right, let's just grab the next one from the pile here, and my pile is right here. Another white one. Okay, so there were 2 cards with white bases for tonight, and I got a sticker. We got the sticker. That means there's something crazy with this one too. This one is a vertical card. I've always used a second piece of cardstock inside, but I think I'm going to change this year and stamp right on the inside. There you go. Hi, Polly Libby. That works. It definitely does. All right, so let's grab stuff. So we have from the Stylish Shapes, we have our banner. You have your designer paper that gets matted onto the white rectangle. Now these hearts are cut out of the next card kit. So just to kind of pre-warn you, we did use a gold piece, the whole size of the mat. But I'll tell you, we definitely cut these things out of that mat. So you're going to see a very holy gold piece when we get to there. But this heart, and then mine is flaking here a little bit. Not very much, but I'm going to go with it. And then this one flaked on me a little bit more. It's actually like rolling, it's rolling back. And if I put it down, it's still there. So just be very, very careful. Get that gold pen though, if you can. All right. So this piece of designer paper is completely crazy. You're probably thinking to yourself, well, she got pink in here. Oh gosh. So this one had pink and red and gold and white. And so this one is a little bit more of a pink design to it, where this one ended up being more white actually with a hint of red. So we're gonna go for it and we're gonna work with it. This is a red mat that's embossed with this So Swirly embossing folder. I am gonna make sure that this red piece right here, this red one, is more to the outside here so that you can tie in that there's red, right? Because there's red right there. So we're tying that in. You have white frayed ribbon on this one. All right, Feline, have a good night. Mom is here. Say hello to Mom, and we'll catch you on the replay. So you have white frayed ribbon, and yeah, Laura, that's perfect. If you order just the dies, that is perfectly acceptable. And that is because if you have other Valentine's sentiments, having the hearts is amazing. The only thing is that there's 2 focal or maybe 3 focal dies that go with those, but you could still use them for cutting out leaves. Okay, so this one's a vertical one. So let's keep it vertical. And then on this one though, we didn't cut anything out of it. So we're gonna flip this and we're gonna flip this so that we can get these guys glued down. If you wanted to, you could always put this side onto that red embossed mat. If you didn't like, for let's say, see this one too, you could also do this side instead of the leaf side. So it's your call, whatever you want. We always say it's your card. So we're gonna flip this one onto this white rectangle. And then this piece over here, I wanna make sure I'm keeping my red up and my reddish out. I do have a little bit of red showing on the left-hand side. What I'm trying to do is make sure that the top is flush, and if there's any part that is too long, and just take your scissors and cut it off. And now we'll work on our tear and tape sandwich. So this one, hi Roxanne Burton. You can grab 4 of them to keep 2 waiting for later. And then we'll get the white frayed. So the white frayed ribbon came out in July. It was an online exclusive that came out in July of last year. So it is still available. And we're gonna put that. Now this one's a little less see-through, so it doesn't kind of matter where you put it because you can't see through it like the other white ribbon. And then you've got these 2 sitting here ready to go over the top. And then this will get glued onto the card front. Again, if you want to do your stamping first, hi Janice Worth, I'm glad you like them. If you want to stamp first, great. If you don't stamp like the way you stamp, you could always put that to the top, re-stamp, and then glue your stuff on the top. Like so. And then and keep the designer paper to the left. It could go on the right if you wanted. Perfect. And then we're gonna pop this up with dimensionals. And we're also popping that heart. Well, actually it's this heart is gonna get popped up. I'll get these guys down. I think because I'm using the small ones, I'm gonna go with 8. Now for this heart right here, I do have it popped up underneath here and way at the tippy bottom part, the part that overhangs right here. And then there's, right there, there's a dimensional too. If you wanted, you could potentially put another one right next to it. So that's what overhangs. And then on this one, the right back side hangs over. So we're gonna put that like this. Okay, very good. So we've got a lot of stuff prepped. So we could potentially take all these off. As long as a cat doesn't jump up here and get them stuck on their underbelly, we're good. Pick these all off. And set this one. So I do have, there's leaves, and I do think that the direction goes that way, but you're always welcome to do it the other way if you want. Got that centered top to bottom, and I have it centered, oh man, I don't have it centered left to right. I do have it that there's more designer paper showing on this side than there's cardstock on this side. So this is like a good finger width, and this is about my fingers, 2 fingers on this side. So something like this is what I'm gonna go with. Okay. And then on this one we have Sending Lots of Love. So we're back to the red ink, the real red ink. And it is centered on here. So we can go ahead and put that right there. And then on the inside, we're gonna put the heart again. So this heart gets a workout tonight. We're gonna use it 4 times. Each card has it on the inside, and if you have it and you want to put it on your envelope, that works too. And then we're going to put the Happy Valentine's Day on here as well. Right here. Okay. That should be it for the Inky Dinky Doo. All right, for this label, I have some dimensionals on it, just on the side. So we're gonna put 2 on those bannery sides there and 2 on this side. So the part that hangs over has the extra support of the foam. And then what we'll do is run a little liquid glue right through the middle. And then this is pretty much in the middle. And top to bottom. And then I see a little bit of red on the side here, like that. So very good. Then this one kind of hangs out over the top of the banner. Oh, we need glue. One moment, please. Add a little glue. Be careful with this one because there's little dots. The glue might seep through it. So this one will go over here. This one's over there. And then this one kind of nestles right into the label underneath the of, like that. And I do have that. At some point I gotta find my gold marker and I'm gonna touch that stuff up. I do see it is flaky, right? So I just peeled it off, right? It'll eventually fall off, right? So I'm just going to help it along the way. You could pick the whole edge off and just have a white border on it. But I'm gonna find a gold marker and I'm gonna touch that up. And then the other thing are your gems. Oh, we have 4 of them on here. Okay, that is weird that I have 4, but I felt like that was one, that one's one, and then this is another area. So I did do a big one down here, a small one, and then I've got a medium right there, and then a small one. And I'm left with that. So we'll have to see what I've got on the next card because I got 3 bigs. If I go back to the one I just did, if I had 2 smalls on here, I might just take that small off. So I have a small one for the next card that comes out of my nail. And I might just grab that guy and put the big one there. So I still have 5 on this one, but now I've got 2 and 2 and 2 for the next 2 cards. Get 2 scoops. And there's our second card. Stella, some DSP here, I think. That might be a good thing to do. Perfect. Okay. Voila. Here we go. Got a pretty little heart card for you. And some red and white going on. Okay, so we've got 2 cards done now. And we have 2 left. So these are the 2 that we have. Oh, I love it. I think you guys could probably even see the Stella here. I don't know. Yeah, see on this red, that's what Stella, it's like it looks glistening. So cool. That cool. All right, what's next? This guy, again with a note. Lucky me, getting a note. Let's see what I have going on with my card here. Oh, we're gonna do the pink one next. Oh, thanks, Margine. All right, the Pinky Dinky Doo looks like this. Okay, we did ourselves a book card. I absolutely love book cards. I think we did like 3 months in a row with book cards once. So we have to stop ourselves from doing book cards sometimes. So we have a base. It's all about the base. No trouble. There's a burnish mark there. And then what happens is it folds back like this. All right. So this ends up being, this will get glued shut, and then we'll have a little 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 square here going on. So you have your heart. Okay. That heart did get cut out of, oh, I see. So we have a gold mat. We cut the big heart out of here and then the 2 small ones. Now, this is what happens. I don't know if you guys can see this right here. This is why I know something's up with the gold paper. It does this thing. They gave me the worst one out of them all. No. And so the gold marker that I have will be able to just touch that up. And I know it looks really bad, but when you get your designer paper right on here, it helps to mask it. So like, yes, you can see a little bit of rumply dumply do, but once I get my gold marker, that'll touch that up. The other thing with this designer paper, it also is sporadic with the swirls going on. So this one has more pink and less white, where this one has a little bit more white and less pink. So just so you can see some variety on the designer paper. You have, oh, I know what happened. Okay, we got to talk about this, you guys. This gold ribbon is the 1/8 inch gold ribbon. And a lot of you who did this class with me also did the hibiscus class. And in the hibiscus class, you got a whole roll of this gold ribbon. Okay, so when we kitted this up, we kitted up the 5 inches, that is the base, but we did not put the 4 inches in your kit for the tying the tails on here. So for those of you, yeah, I know, Rosie, it is sad. It is sad. And, you know, they have replaced my paper. So, like, at least that has happened. But I want you guys to all be cautious when you have yours and to make sure to call them if your paper does the same thing it did to mine. So, you guys, for those of you who did the hibiscus class, go grab your gold ribbon. Go grab that gold ribbon and you need to cut 4 more inches off, okay? Help a girl out. Cut 4 more inches off. If you did not do the hibiscus class and you want to tie your tails on and you don't have this ribbon or a gold ribbon that you would like to use, reach out to me and I will absolutely put 4 inches of this in the mail for you, or I could add it to your February package. It was oversight and we don't mean to miss things, but it does happen. So, but at least we have, so you can make your card. You could already tape, you know, and glue your 5 inches in and then go grab your gold ribbon, or if you wait for mine, it's 4 inches will get cut and added to it later, right? So, but you do have 5 inches. And then we have a little rectangle here, and then you have a square that's embossed with the So Swirly thing, and that will go here. And then you have a piece of this designer paper, which is the pink. So again, you could use either side if you want to. We have that one, and then you have a 4 by 4 for the inside. Yes, the gold paper is a shame. I will definitely agree. Now, I will tell you guys though, we did not put this in your kits at all. I I got it in mine, and that's why I showed it to you. That's why I had a Post-it note. So if you have just a little bit of the fraying, hopefully you can get by with using a gold pen. But we definitely made sure not to put stuff like that in your kits. I know that. They saved it for me because I can make it work, and I'm okay with it. Thanks for the hint about the gold ribbon. I have the spool. Yay, Lynn, I'm so happy to hear that. So again, if you do not have the gold ribbon and you want 4 inches to be exactly like that, let me know. I'll help you out. And if you have a different gold ribbon you would like to use, that works too. It doesn't have to be this exact gold ribbon. It could be a different one. So, but I know about 60 of you did my hibiscus class with me, and there's a good shot that you have the gold ribbon and you can make it work. And if you don't, I don't mind sending the ribbon. So we're gonna put this little 1x4 strip on the side here. And you notice I did glue the back of this. I am going to put this frayed goldy to the bottom versus the top or the sides. And then I'm going to take my designer paper. I'm going to put the gold. What am I going to do? I'm going to put the white over there. The one that's more whitey, I guess. It's less obvious then, maybe. But I still plan to take my gold marker and touch that up. Like that. Okay. You're going to need some tear and tape. You know, all in all, you can see that there's a little bit of white there, but when I get my gold marker and touch that up, it will blend right in. So you're gonna need 4 pieces again. Hi, big boy. Hello, handsome kitten. Oh, big stretch. I see you. Are you gonna jump up here, buddy? Gonna say hi to everybody? We're gonna put these 2 down here. So this gold ribbon does go into the binding area. I have it centered. Now this gold ribbon does have 2 sides. There's a side that has white through the middle, and then there's the side that has all solid gold. I like the solid gold. And we're gonna glue that right through the middle here. That, and then grab the tear and tape that was waiting. Hello, handsome kitten. Oh, you're making cookie dough. Cookie dough. He's got a blanket down here, and he's going to town on it. Right, so glue right in that binding area. Okay. Just like that. And then what we can do is this can get popped up with our dimensionals. You guys want to see him doing cookie dough? Oh man, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you guys. He's so adorable. We're going to not distract or wreck anything. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hey, Tigger. Hey, buddy, you want to say hi? Look at how happy that kitten is. Oh, man, he's going to town. So pretty soon, he's going to burrow himself right into there. Buddy. Oh. He's going to make himself a little nest there. And he'll go to sleep really good there. Look at him going to town. You're a little star right now, Tigger. You guys look. He is infatuated with soft, furry blankets. So, all right. Now you can see. There's my bigger Tigger. All right, so let me put this back up here. You got a cat cameo going on. Okay, perfect. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Tigger gets to be the star of the show tonight. Because you're so handsome, big boy. All right, so we had the little square here, and it was embossed with the So Swirly. It should fit right through the middle here. And then our heart can also get popped up if you want, or you could do things flat, whatever you desire. Put that one here as well. And right through the middle. Like that. Now, what's left is stamping. So let's grab this and we're gonna clean it. So we're gonna do sending lots of love on the outside we need the heart. I should have, if I was on my A game, I would have done the other card that was red, and then we wouldn't have had to clean them again. But whatever. So, sending lots of love. And we have the Melon Mambo. And got that right through the middle here. And perfect, decent. And then Honey plays fetch. She sure does. My golden retriever's watching the kitty. Laura said her golden retriever is watching the kitty. I love it. Oh, big boy. All right, you need some water, don't you? All right, let's do that for you. All right, so we got a heart here in the bottom corner again. And then we're going to do Happy Valentine's Day. He's working late in the biscuit factory. He sure was. And then we're going to put Happy Valentine's Day right there. Okay. You guys can probably hear that water running. All right, so there's our Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, it's crooked. Let's just flip it over. Okay, so I flipped it over and I've got some goo right there, so we can take the adhesive eraser and get rid of that first. And then let's try it again. Because you have two pieces, two sides I should say, to the one piece. Does he know he's an international star? Yes. He doesn't even know that he can make your hands clap. Oh, I don't know. I heard that song not too long ago, like within the last month. So, and ever since I heard it, I still keep it every time. You don't even know. All right, let's get that one done. Perfect. We don't have much left on this one. And we'll flip this over here. I'm going to, this guy goes right through the middle. And it is going to be flat, except for there's a little bit that is hanging over the edge. So I'm going to grab my dimensionals and put them on the side already, right? So that it's already to go. And because it's foil, I am going to do a little bit of tear-in tape right through the middle instead. All right, then we've got this. It hangs over the pink, just a hair on each side. That, and then the inside gets a little bit of liquid. So boom, boom, boom. And let's open this up. Put that right there. And then we have gems left for this one. And for this one, I've got a big one at the bottom here. And then the medium one. Tuck it there. No, that's too close. Maybe right here. And then I'm going to move this guy. You got to be careful with gems. If you pick them up, sometimes the goo stays. So put it like that. And then this little guy, maybe right there. Okay. And then I have 3 left. And what you could Stella is your designer paper. So if you're putting your card together and you are okay with not having 2 tails coming off, you could call this card good and done. Okay. If you have this gold ribbon, cut yourself 4 inches and tie it on here. And if you don't have the 4 inches and you would like it from me, please send me an email. I do not mind sending it to you at all. For now, though, what I can do, I grabbed another card kit from over there. And so here's the other thing. We caught this, and there were like 30 kits left here. We were able to add it to the 30 kits that were still here. Okay, so that's why there was one in that one. And so I'm going to just run it underneath here. And then you're just going to tie a tight overhand knot. Hi, Sarah Merchant. No worries. Better late than never. So I'm going to tie a tight overhand knot. And that will give me my 2 tails. Grab your ribbon scissors. And you can trim off the ends to your desired length. And if you want them shorter, you can always do that too. Good. All right, so again, if you got your kits mailed to you on our shipping day that happened on the 21st, no, I think our shipping day was the 14th. If your kit's mailed to you out on the 14th or that week, you probably didn't have the gold ribbon. But anybody from, I had the class in person on the 18th is when we discovered it. So anybody that had kits mailed to them from the 20th on, we were able to add that little 4 inches into your kits. So I'm always here to help to figure out whatever you need. If you guys want 4 inches, I do not mind sending it. And if you have it, cool, great. And if you don't and you don't want it, great too. So yay, we've got another one done here. So let's put this one over here. And then there was one, and we have one left to do. The last one features red as well, red and white. Looks like this. And now this uses the bigger dies. So that really big die is around here. And that we did it in white. And we stamped our sentiment right on it. I was just looking, you guys, mystery card night. We did it last week, the 20th. And this is what we did. You still have till Friday night to submit your mystery cards, and then also your share, create, inspire if you want. So just a reminder that that's coming up soon. I cut another gold heart and put it where the tie would be. There you go. I love it. Thank you, Sue. That's amazing. So this is where you guys have the opportunity to be different, kind of creative. So what Sue is saying, she just put a heart. She cut out another gold heart and put it where the knot would be. Perfect. Love it. Good, good, good. All right. So in this one, we have a heart, a little red sacrificial lamb strip kind of. It covers up the seam and then your ribbon goes over it. You have the white heart. You have the big red heart. Okay. And then you have this piece of designer paper, which has the splotchies on the back, right? Again, it was all swirly. And so some is more red, some is more gold, some is more white, right? So that's that. Now this, oh man, okay. So, oh, these girls, they gave me this. So I'm okay with it. I'll make it work. You guys don't have anything this bad. I'm just showing you how bad it could be though, right? So they gave me this, and you guys will notice that we did cut a 1 and a little flower out of here. That's because when we were prepping for this class, we were prepping for the Stampin' for the Winter Creative Escape. And one of the cards had the 1 and the gold. So instead of cutting that out of other pieces of paper, we took it out of here. Okay. Oh man, what am I going to do? So this is technically the bottom. Oh, I don't think when they put this in my kit, they realized that it was doing that flaking thing. We're going to figure this out. So I have a plan. I have a plan. All right. So this is my white piece for the inside. And then this is more of that gold ribbon. So I have a plan here too, you guys. I just thought of this right now. If you don't have this gold ribbon at home, you could, theoretically, you could tape this and then tape this to the back and use this much. Then you could use this much on the other side and it would leave you with this much. This is enough for you to get by to tie your tails on the side. Okay? I'm going to show you that right now because I stole it out of this kit right here. So I'm going to replace in this kit. I think I'm going to make it work. I'm going to show you how I would do it. So then you guys could probably get by. So it's good that this card was last. Okay, so we got that. Very nice. All right, you guys, this is going to be the challenging card of the night. Grab your bone folder. This is the easy part. And burnish your edge. All right, so ultimately, what's happening here is I've got this white up here and I've got gold here. When I put my heart, okay, so let's just lay this out here. So this technically would go here, technically, and then you guys that would have this heart going here and it covers up all the die cutting. But now what about that piece? Like I've got scrappiness going on here, okay? So I'm gonna see if I can figure out if I flip it this way. I don't think that will work. Because if I put this heart over here, oh man, nope, you get to see right there. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, I have a plan. Only because I don't want to go cut another piece of paper. I'm going to cut this off, right? I'm going to cut it right. We're gonna trial and error this. Okay, right, just work with it. There's a whole piece here that is covered up. So I'm gonna take, and you guys shouldn't have to do this, right? This is only me because I got what I got. But it's a good learning exercise to show you how you can work with things. And I'm thinking what's gonna happen is I have this piece. Oh yeah, it can't work. Oh my goodness. Okay, I had a thought and it's not gonna work. This really still needs to be here. And then I was going to put this up here. I was gonna do, okay, my whole thought was opposite of what just happened. So what I had in my head was gonna work. Well, maybe that will work. Hang on. This heart right here. Nope, that won't work. Oh man, I think I just gotta get a new piece of gold. I really thought I could make this work for you guys. I thought I was gonna show you something really cool. Like, but what's happening here, here's the gold piece. Because ultimately, what I had in my head was that this was gonna go up here, and then I was gonna do this down here. But that's not gonna work because that is in the middle, and then this isn't here. And this isn't gonna work because of, so what I was gonna do was, I was gonna cut off, this is what I was gonna do. I was gonna cut off this little, like a little end here. I was gonna cut this off here and just glue it down to the bottom. And then I was gonna glue the DSP down, but I don't think it's gonna work for me because this is just not going to work. It's so close. It's very close, but what's happening is that's here. So anyways, I thought I could make that work. I can't. I don't think I can. And I don't think you guys will have to worry about it anyways. So what we're gonna do is, so that you don't have to watch me keep trying to struggle bust this, I'm gonna grab a piece out of this kit and we're gonna make it work. So forget I tried any of this. Let's just scrap this idea. This is what you guys have in your kit, okay? Really, this is what you have. So we can make this work because this will ultimately go here. This goes here, and then the heart is gonna go here, right? So you guys will be able to make it work with what we've got going on. All right, so let's do a little cleaning of our stamps. I really thought I could make that work. I had a vision, and I just couldn't pull it off. So I'm gonna clean this one, and we're gonna clean this one. So I need to remember to go grab some gold foil in the near future. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, there's something with gold foil that I don't generally always like using liquid glue. I do prefer to use tear and tape with foil. So we're going to grab the tear and tape and put this down first. Yeah, so you guys, for years that you have, you should see it pretty much like this. And you're gonna glue the designer paper and leave about 1/8 of an inch from the bottom on both sides. You could do more or less, but that's how I've got it. If there's any part that's hanging over, grab your scissors, trim it. And then what we're gonna do is, this little piece is gonna get glued as well. Now, if I did liquid glue, it's gonna be a little bit of a sticky mess. So by using the tear and tape, it's not going to be like that. So we're gonna do a little like that and a little like that. And that is going to go right through the middle here, end to end, like that. Try to get it straight. That always helps. Okay. I did notice if something is, so you know how I cut off the designer paper if it's too long? Sometimes, like in this case, this became a little shorter. So what you could do, if you catch that before this goes down, what you could do, because there's a heart through the middle, grab your ruler. This is always a good thing to do, to have your ruler here. And then what you could do is, right, so now that that gap is in the middle, right? So it's still flush on the sides, and then the gap is in the middle. You could have also just sheared off a little bit on the side, right? That would have worked as well, but you guys might not ever think to cut out the middle and spread it. So there's a little tip. Put the big piece at the bottom. Put the big piece at the bottom and flip the strip so the white spot is on the left. Yeah, but the thing is, there was like that gold here that's there. It's just, it's so flaky, Donna. I think this is what you meant, right? That gold is just, look at that. Because this is what's so crazy. Like, you get that and it just falls off. So I think you were probably thinking, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all good. We tried. We tried. It was a valiant effort. So I want to show you here this trick I have about the ribbon, because now, now that I'm going to show you guys this trick, you might not even need to ask me for ribbon, because if you put this here, right, so this heart's going to go here, you're going to put this right there, and you're going to put this right about there, right? Just make sure that your heart still covers that up, okay? So this is a trick for you to not have to call me and say, I need ribbon. Just saying, not that, you know, I don't mind sending it, but if you take and grab just the tail there, right, and then come back here, right, and just cut, right, so you're only using that much ribbon, and then you're going to come on this side, do the same thing, you're going to catch it like that, and then like that. You guys should have that much left over. So exciting. Okay, so I'm going to replace that in this kit right here, because that is more than enough. And now you guys don't necessarily need to wait for me to send you any ribbon. You do want to make sure that you put tape over this though, right? Really good. And this side, so that this doesn't come apart later in life, right? So cover that up, and same thing over here, right? Let's just get that. And then we're going to pinch that down really good. Okay, let's do one more test of the fluid broadcasting system. Boom. Look at that. I love it. So there you go. I'm so excited, you guys. So now that you keep watching, go do this with this one. That's 4 inches. Okay, I love it. Okay, now you guys, we figured it out. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, don't take this off, but you can take the back one off. The back 2 off, I should say. And what you're going to do is put the liquid glue around here. Don't worry about the holes, they'll get covered up. This goes on the front of your card, like that. And then this gets popped up with your dimensionals. It's a big heart, so you're gonna need a few everywhere. Maybe 2 more for good measure, here and here. All right, so we'll pop this down, and then we'll get onto our stamping, like that. Okay, now this goes so that, let me see here, I have it all the way right to the top. And then it's centered left to right. And then that comes, so it hits the top, and then it also hits the bottom. So it must be 4 inches wide, like top to bottom, I should say. So there's that. And then we're going to do Happy Valentine's Day on the inside of our heart. Lynn loves the book fold. Yay. And then what's nice is these are photopolymer. That's good. And then we have a white mat, and we'll do Sending Lots of Love right here, and then the heart right down here. Oh, I love the fact that we got the ribbon figured out, you guys. So So awesome. I didn't remember that this last one used that same ribbon, and there's 4 inches right there. We did it. Okay, there's our heart. And that should be it for stamping for this evening. Both of these are going to get glued down. If you put glue underneath where all those little holes are, it might seep through. So just be careful and cognizant of that. And then this gets situated right in the middle of our heart, like that. And then this will get glued on the inside, like that. And we have 2 hearts here, and they slightly overlap each other. So we're going to put one down first, and then the other one. So the top one is going to go down first. And we'll put that, so it's slightly hanging off the white heart, but like that. So you can see it's overlapping the red, and it's right on the inside of the white here. And then this one's down a little bit and angled more to the right. So we'll give that a second to dry. I have 2 hearts on here. For some reason, only 2. Maybe because I looked at it was gold, gold, and gold. But I do have 3 left. So we're going to put one here. We'll put one over here. And then there is a wee little one left. Oh, it never even went off. Let's go like, I'm good with that. So my strip is gone. I used all 15 of them, which is good. And we ended up with 3 of them on here. Okay, and what we could do on here is Stella, the outer perimeter of this heart here, the outer border. Like that, and then we'll come up this way. Go like this. Good deal. Okay, I do have my 2 hearts here. That top ridge on both of them, I'm going to have to get my little gold pen and touch that up. If you do notice little dots, they're not dots, but they're indents. Oh, you can kind of see it. There, you can kind of see there's an indent here and an indent there. Everywhere an indent, indent, indent there. That's from the die. And it does it because when it gets pushed through the die cutting machine, it's these little holes right there. And there's a way to really avoid it per se, I guess. I mean, it just depends on how hard it gets squished through there. So the gold foil got pushed and it kind of went up there. So I think most of them had that little dot in case, I think somebody asked about that in class. And so just it happens to them when you have those solid dies like that. Very good. All right. So because I touched up, I took my pink and I added the envelope. All right, so I put my ribbon back in there. So let's say this one's good to go. I have this red one that we need to get a gold piece in there. So we're gonna mark that. Okay, perfect. I don't want to lose sight of things. So awesome, we did it. And Angelique loves all the cards. Let me pull them all in so you can see what we worked on. I love the fact that we got that ribbon save going on. There we go. That's what we made today. Just tonight. Tomorrow night, we do have ink, paper, scissors featuring, I was going to say the Golden Girls, featuring the Delightful Floral, which is our goldy yellows. I'm not going to say I have any left at the moment. I need to get through my emails, and I will know by tomorrow night. That is the plan. I will know by tomorrow night if I have any left. So if you are on the fence or thinking you would like to get the class and you don't know if you didn't sign up for it yet, if you're watching for class in the beginning when I do roll call, that's when I'll announce if I have any. And I would have to bet that while I'm doing roll call or at the end of roll call, I might have them all gone. So I think Diane had one left extra from the in-person community because we planned for 10 and she had 9. So I know for sure there's that one. But again, I need to get through my signups really quick yet to confirm if that one is still available or not. And I had potentially 2. Laura says hard to choose, but the last one is her favorite. Hey, that's that one. Okay, and then I like this one a lot. There's something that I like with the layout of those hearts on there. And maybe it's because there's 3 ribbons on it, right? Gotta love the gotta love all the 3 ribbons on a card, right? All right, so let's put this back here. We did it. We made it through. What is it? It's only 1/4 I love it. We did good. We got all 4 cards made. We got through some announcements. If you guys did miss it, oh, Crystal said all so beautiful. Lynn said love tonight. Martine said love all the cards. 4 beautiful cards. You guys are loving them all. So what's great is that they're all so elegant looking, right? That's what's so nice about it, is they all go very well together. They mesh very nicely. So, all right, I was really, hopefully you guys get my blind there. So you got to see Tigger make dough on top of it. Super cool. He parked himself on a chair over there. I can see him. If you guys want to hear, I'll see if I can show you. There is a kitten on a chair. I don't know which one it is. See this? Here's one. Oh, big yawners. Okay, so I think you guys can see there's one. Okay. And we put her back to bed. And then here's another one. You guys are wondering. So there's Hunky Noodle. So here he is. They like to sleep on their chairs. We can tuck them back in and put them to sleep. There you go. So you guys got to see all 3 of the kittens tonight. You had Hunky and Honey on those chairs, and then you got to see Bigger Tigger make his dough. All right. Jean says she likes number 2, the bookbinding one. Okay. You like 2 the best. I love it. Kari says she likes the top left, but all are nice. Okay, good. Pat says they're all beautiful. And remember, thumbs up. Yes, you guys, in case you don't know how to do the thumbs up, let me just show you this really quick. For the thumbs up, if you go back to where the verbiage is, right, where you have the information about the class, right here is the thumbs up. So there's 59 likes. What you can do is you do the thumbs up. So there I just took it off, and there I just put it on. And then that's where you can go back to the live chat in case you guys are wondering. And I get the question a lot too, in case you're watching and you can't comment. You might have seen in the beginning, Deanne Dawn said that she figured out how she had some sort of a restriction on that she couldn't comment, right? So if you can't comment, it could possibly because you're not signed into your YouTube or Gmail account. And the other option or potential problem is that maybe you have a restriction on the account. So that happens. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of a drawing to figure out who gets the door prize. I do want to also give a special shout out to a few people that ordered the bundle. Oh, actually, it's only a few. It really is a few. There are a few people. This was the promotional class that I do. So the sweet class is always the promotion, where if you buy specific product that is featured in this class, you get a special gift from me. And so in this one, we had 3 people. And this one was harder because this came out as a online exclusive back in November. So people had already bought the bundle. But there were 3 people, Donna Grushke, Angie Cruz, and Julie Block, who got the bundle to get the class for free. And they also will get a gift from me. And I think Donna got a half a pack of designer paper. Angie Cruz got a ribbon, and I still have to work with Julie to get what she wants. So I thought of, yeah, so that's good. And I don't think anybody in the in-person did it. So it's harder when it's a suite that was from a couple months ago that people could get. But those 3 people, they waited and they got this bundle as the RSVP for class. And so they got some free gifts from it. Faye says she loves them all. It's hard to pick the best. I'll probably do some more of the book one. Yay. Okay. All right. So it's amazing. I have 18 people who did place orders to get this class for free, which is awesome. Out of 69, we're going to do a random number generator, and I'm going to put 18 in here. I'll drop the camera down, and I will let you guys see me draw the number. Holy Moses, number 1. And number 1 is Kathy King. Oh my, Kathy King, you are a winner chicken dinner. I love it. So I always wonder when I do the random number generator if the first number or the last number gets called a lot, and I think it's random. It's always random, and number 1 got picked. It was very random. So Kathy, I haven't mailed your card kits yet, so I'm going to try to remember to put a prize in with your card kits. How about that? So that you get it right away. All right, that would be cool. Let's see here. I have a box, and it's in the other room covered up, of card kits or classes. Let's see here. Cards from past classes where we draw the winners from commenting. I didn't we'll go pull it. So how about tomorrow night when I do ink, paper, scissors class, I will have a few classes because I haven't done it for the last 2 or 3 classes. I have them there. I just need to grab them out of a box. So we'll start getting back into giving away the class cards like we have always done in the past. Okay. I do feel like I have a few that need to get mailed too. I got to figure out where I have them sitting. They're from the last time when I did them. I got to get them in the mail. They're around. So, all right. So we did good. Tomorrow night we have class at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. In the afternoon though, so I had sent an email on Monday or Tuesday. It was Tuesday morning. I sent an email. If you read through to the bottom, it said that I was going to be doing my year-end in review questions and that scavenger hunt word search. I was going to do that at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Well, with talking with Diane, she can only help me kit from 9 until noon. So I kind of got to be kitting when my helpers can help me. So I am not going to be doing the year-end review thing at 10 a.m. I'm actually going to do it in the afternoon. And I don't know exactly what time because it all depends on when we finish kitting up. We're kitting up Memories and More tomorrow and Let's Just Stamp tomorrow. And then I'm going to see if my mom will stick around for about a half hour and we'll try to get some mailings done. And then I'll try to look at going live. My guess would be around 2:30 or 3 Central. And it will take us about an hour to go through those year-end guessing game questions. We've got all the winners. We're going to go through the questions and the answers and announce who the winners are for each question. And then we'll go through the scavenger hunt, the word search, and announce the winner. So I am going to create a YouTube link or a YouTube video for it. So as soon as I create that, you guys will know when I plan to go live. Okay. I'm going to guess it's going to be closer to 3. I'll probably do like 3 to 4 or I'll do 2:30 to 3:30. But I have to create a YouTube live for it. And so if you're curious, what you could do is maybe tomorrow mid-morning to early afternoon, you could go onto my YouTube channel and you can see that it says starts in 2 hours, starts in 3 hours, whatever it is. I create them all ahead of time. So you could go there and see what time it's set for and then kind of mark your calendar for it. So hate to keep you guys waiting on that, but I plan to do that tomorrow afternoon then. And then on Friday morning at 10 a.m., I still plan to do my navigation video. How do you navigate my stuff? Where do you find things? A helpful video tutorial showing you where everything is. So did you show Tyler the replay of your live last night where Tigger jumped up on the table and scared you? So Kelly, it's so funny that you asked that. And anybody who's watching, you could help me out. The first thing I did was I went into the house and I tried to pull it up. And I pulled up the video and I thought it was at an hour 37. And so I went to an hour 37 and it wasn't there. And then I fast forwarded through it for 10 minutes and then I couldn't find it. And then I went backwards and I looked for it and I couldn't find it. So I spent about 5 minutes looking for it. And Tyler was getting like, la, 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 like, let's make dinner, or la, 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 like, I have more important things to do than to try to watch and find a video. So I had to explain to him about it versus him seeing my reaction. So if anybody remembers, if Anna Carter or Kelly, anybody who was watching, and if you remember what hour and minute it was, if you could just text that to me, just say, hey, I found it. It was at like 53 minutes or it was at 65 minutes or hour and 10 minutes, whatever it was. If anybody remembers when it was, I can't remember what I was doing to go back to find it. So if you can help me out and tell me what that was, I would play it for him tonight. But I wanted to see my face too, because I was totally shocked and surprised that he did that. He caught me off guard. Normally I can sense him or hear him, but he was stealthy, like a stealth bomber. He came in like really quiet and it scared the bejeebers out of me. So it was definitely worth the price of admission. I love it. So if you can help me find that, anybody that was watching the showcase, or if let's say you haven't watched the showcase yet, keep it on your radar to take a note of what time it was so you can tell me. And then I'll share it with Tyler. That I will. I definitely tried, but he was like, Chris, you spent 5 minutes looking for this. I have other things to do with my life. so he didn't, it was, 147. So does that mean was it? So we started live yesterday at 4:30. So was it at an hour 47? Okay, is that I think what you're meaning, Rosie, an hour 47? So if that's the case, I'll go look for hour 47. I remembered the 7, but I went to 137, and then I wasn't going to look at every 7, every 10 minutes. So, but yeah, if it's hour 47, I'll pull that up really quick and look for that. So, all right, we did good, you guys. I hope that those of you who got these card kits from me really enjoy making these cards. I hope that you don't get frustrated or upset with the gold. My helpers, they double checked and triple checked the gold flaking, and I will tell you, we kept back a lot of pieces after, and I did call Stampin' Up afterwards, and I sent them a picture of all my hearts that we did not allow to go on your card kits. So if you have a gold pen, that will help. And if you don't have a gold pen, hopefully it's very minor and you can figure out a way to mask it, but look for a gold pen if you want. And if you really need me to send you a new die cut gold piece of a heart of something, I don't mind that either. I don't want you guys to be upset with it. So it was 1 hour 13. Okay. So Barbara Gobby just said the same thing. 1 hour 13. Perfect, you guys. I appreciate that. Now when Tyler gets back from work tonight, I can pull that up so he can see it. I'm so happy you brought that up, Kelly, because I couldn't find it. You have 2 people say an hour 13. Yes, perfect. That's what I'm going to go with as well. All right, you guys, we will see you tomorrow afternoon. So I don't know what else I have, but we'll let it go for now. We'll let you have an amazing rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon at some point for the games and the prizes review, and then we'll see you again Friday morning, and then we'll see you tomorrow night. So good stuff. And then I won't see you back until probably next week sometime. So all's good. All right. Lots of love and sunshine and big hugs to you guys. We will see you tomorrow. All right. Have a good night. Bye.